I was always very envious of my brother. He had a beautiful wife, a beautiful family, gorgeous home, great job. They just seemed to have the perfect life. You know, it seems like more than 10 years ago, I remember when he came and asked me to have lunch one day, and he told me that he was seeing someone else, and I remember the feeling in my stomach and telling him, you know, this is not going to end well. This is going to be nothing but pain and heartache, and don't go down this road. Don't do it. But I remember his feeling that, you know what, this relationship, we're going to be that, 1% that lasts forever. And I just knew that wasn't going to happen. When that inevitable time came that his marriage ended, and with that he lost his job and his family fell apart, and I watched his kids really struggle, and he lost their home, and all of those things that I had so envied were gone. And I came one day, and he just said, I just want to die. Can't function. And so here he was. Not only had he lost his wife and his family and his home and his job, but now his mental health was also destroyed, and his spiritual health as well. And it broke my heart to see him in so much pain, even though I knew it was his own choices that had gotten him to where he was.
I'd lost everything. The home was gone, the family was broken, the money was all gone. I was living now in a motorhome by myself. My family always supported me, my children were always there for me, but my life was just totally and completely destroyed from what it had been before, all because of my own bad decisions and my own bad choices. That was absolutely the lowest, most desperate time in my life that I never ever thought I would experience.
I think when the affair happened and the divorce finally happened, it was quite a shock. I was about 18 years old, a senior in high school, and because our childhood was so great and we had a good home life and our family was very loving, it was a shock, and we never saw it coming. At first, when the divorce happened, I don't think it really set in. I don't think I realized how much it was going to affect me yet. You know, I was 18 and just graduating high school. And so for me, I had a lifetime of trust that was built, there was security that was built, family memories, and all of a sudden that was broken and that was gone.
After the affair ended, when I went through the desperate and dark days that I went through, I had to really face what I'd done. Amy and I had never really spoken much about everything that happened in previous years. Even after the divorce, even after the affair became public, even after it was over, she was always there for me. I knew she loved me. She never gave me any feelings of rejection, but we never really talked about what it did to her.
Parents way too often, they think their kids are little so they won't remember, or they think their kids are older so they're mature enough to handle it. But you still get baggage. I don't care what age you are, there's still baggage that is involved, no matter what age the kids are. So for me, I was dating my future husband, and so that did affect our relationship, and I had to figure out, what did that look like within our relationship and then our marriage? How is that affecting our marriage in ways that I don't realize?
After 2 years of going through that time of depression, of hopelessness, just no faith that anything was ever going to change, that my life was ever going to have any happiness in it again, God started really working in my life. I know I had people praying for me all that time. I found out even 5 years later that people had been praying for me regularly and never stopped. And God restored my life. He put me back together, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. He just changed everything. And He became more real to me and more powerful in my life than He ever had been before. I had been a believer all my life and a Christian, but He never became as real to me as He did then. He became a motivator for me. I realized He loved me, He forgave me. One of the things that I struggled with so badly as time went on was the guilt and the remorse that I felt because of the things I'd done. It was awful. I just could not deal with it. And as time went on and God healed that, He also just gave me hope and showed me that life could be better again and that there was a chance to serve Him and to be a blessing to those people around me.
Redeem the Family is a ministry that was created to help people affected by divorce or an affair, anything that affects a family in a negative way like that and just brings brokenness to a family. And also as a prevention, we want to share our family's story and say, hey, look at what we've been through, and you don't want to go down that road. There's consequences there.
People don't want to talk about adultery. They don't want to hear about it. It's not easy for me to talk about it. It's not easy for Amy to talk about the experiences that she's been through, but it's reality. It's the way it is, and we need to share those things in order to help other people, and that's why we are doing what we are doing.
So I'll shake off these heavy chains and wipe away every stain, 'cause I'm not who I used to be. I am redeemed. You set me free.
So today, to see him where he is, with a heart for God and a heart for ministry, and the support of his kids in that ministry, I'm really grateful. And it is a testimony to the fact that God can heal.
'Cause I am redeemed.
You may feel like you're the only one that's going through the experiences that you are, or that you're only one that's given into temptation. Even though you know you're not, that's how you feel. You feel like you're the only failure. You're not. People can relate to us that have been down the same path. For instance, when a man sits with me that is either contemplating an affair or is in an affair or has been through one and is then dealing with all the consequences afterwards, he knows that when he tells me what he does, that I understand. He knows that I can relate because I have been there and done that. When children or teenagers talk to Amy, they know that she understands. She has been there. She's experienced the pain, the heartache. She's experienced what you need to go through in order to put your life back together. And so that's what we are trying to do, is just by example and by experience and helping them to get through it.
I know we've been talking about a difficult topic, but we want to hear from you. We want to be able to encourage you and support you. If there's any specific topic that you would love to hear from us on, contact us and let us know. We'd love to blog about it or talk about it with you personally.
If after listening to our story, you would like to meet with us one-on-one, we're happy to do that. That's part of our ministry. Or we would be glad to come and speak at any event that you might have at your church or your school, whether it's a couples retreat or a men's group. Just please contact us. We're available. Give us a call. We would love to do that.
'Cause I am redeemed. Thank God, redeemed.